From a personal point of view, though, how good was it to be back on the pitch from the start in the league?
Yeah, I was buzzing before the game to be back. It's been a tough 4 weeks, obviously being out injured and watching the lads play. But yeah, I'm glad I'm back. But obviously, we didn't get the result we wanted, but we'll go again.
To come back in, a lot of changes, league then cup. There's a lot of games at the moment. Do you have to be absolutely bang at it from minute one?
Yeah, look, obviously I've been out and the lads have done well, so obviously I've got to fight for my position because other lads who are filling in are doing well. So obviously the competition's high here, but yeah, when I come back, I've got to be at it. I've got to be 100%.
As far as the game's concerned, was it quite similar to last weekend at Crewe in the sense that you gave yourselves quite a lot to do, 2-0 down after less than half an hour?
Yeah, I think, look, the goals we conceded were good goals. I think, obviously, we look back at it and see what we can do, but I think you've got to give it to them. There were 2 good strikes, but I think, we give ourselves too much work to do, and I think it sounded similar what was like last week.
How difficult is it, particularly as a defender, I guess, when one goal leads to another goal? I think there was only 3 minutes between them. You sort of almost didn't get a chance to regroup.
Yeah, I think when we concede that first goal, I think we need to just dig in, get together and not drop our heads really. I think we've got to have that belief. Look, we're just 1-0 down, we're still in the game, and I think we've got to just fire back and not get ourselves on the back foot so then we concede another.
How much of that do you think is the sort of mental side of the game, you know, the managing it and the dealing with the way you approach it?
Yeah, look, I think it's a learning curve really, because obviously it's happened 2 weeks now. We've conceded 2 goals in the first half, I believe, and I think we just need to just get our heads up really, and when we concede that first, think, okay, look, we're still in the game, and then just fight back.
There's been a bit of a contrast start of the season between League and the League Cup. There's obviously been a couple of great results, great wins in that competition. How much do you have to take confidence from those games, and why do you think the league games have been different at this point?
I think obviously the league game's always a little bit different. Obviously the teams obviously change their side a little bit, and I think obviously it's not that buzz as much, but obviously important games, all of them. But I think we just need to take the momentum from them Carabao Cup games into the league.
There were obviously chances in the game for you guys. Isaac Sinclair hit the post in the first half. Eventually got back in the game from Tyler Walton's penalty. Is it a what if you'd scored earlier, perhaps you could have put more pressure on?
Yeah, look, football's like that, isn't it? Obviously last year I think the first half started similar, but we got the first goal. But obviously this year they scored a worldie for the first goal. But I think we just need to take our chances really when we get them, because they're not going to come often, and it's important that we take them.
You mentioned competition for places in your own position and coming back in today. How important are substitutes? Because we've seen substitutes involved in the move that led to the penalty. We've seen players coming off the bench to make an impact, even in a losing cause. Yeah,
look, I think the subs are really important, like we've seen today. Obviously, Tyler came on and made an impact, won a penalty for us, and especially second half, we're giving it all. So it's important that them subs are ready to do the same when they come on.
There's still a few bumps and bruises around, aren't there? Still a few absentees. Obviously, you've just come back yourself. Is no game on Tuesday a positive in some ways, because there's a bit more time to prepare for a game against Grimsby next?
Yeah, I think this week I think we can obviously rest up, look back at this game, and then get ready for Saturday. But obviously for me, I wanted to play, but because I've been out for the last 4 weeks. But it is what it is. Get rested now, ready for Saturday.
And it's pretty relentless after that, with the League Cup coming straight off the back of that. I guess it's not quite a reset because it's only very early in the season, but it's a pause before you go again. Is that how you look at it?
Yeah. Look, it's a tough month for the lads. Obviously not as much for me because obviously I've been injured and I haven't played, but there's a lot of games. Obviously some of the lads are going to play 8 games this month, so it's always tough, isn't it, in the first month of the season, because it's a long season. But just trying to keep ourselves fit and just being ready for each game.